It is, Cara.
Okay.
It is, Cara. Hey, I have a legit question for you.
Because all the other ones aren't legit?
A lot of them are.
Aren't?
No.
A lot of them aren't?
A lot of them
So
aren't.
you just waste my time most of the time.
It didn't seem like it, though, did it?
Okay. You can talk to me. I'm good to go.
Now, what's your intention?
You got my attention. My solid attention.
Oh, by the way, you can have this if you like. It's too much for me.
What is it?
It's poison. It's
No, I mean, is it the veggies or is it the chicken?
It is. What's the word that I'm trying to use? I'm very lost for words. It is masqueraded in vegetables, but it's actually poison. Yes, take it. It's vegetables. It's not poison.
It's just vegetables?
It's just vegetables, not poison.
Okay, yeah. I can totally have that.
Because it's too much for me. I already got my 900 calories in.
Got it.
I know that you're probably only about 9 or 10 years old.
Excuse me?
I know. Let me start over. I know that when you're...
Oh, when I was...
I know that you were probably between 8 and 10 years of age. When I'm going to ask you this question. Where were you?
Oh, I know exactly what you're going to ask me.
19 years ago.
I know exactly where I was.
Most people do. I mean, I'm curious.
Because it was traumatic.
Well, I know because I'm curious because you are... Well, how old were you? 9?
I had to have been around... Yeah, I had to have been around 9.
Yeah.
My parents were still together.
So what was that day like for you? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was getting ready for school.
It's like what, 8:30 or something like that? 9? Yeah.
It had to have been even a little earlier.
Could have been.
Because I think I was at school by like 8 something.
Yeah, I think
normally.
it was earlier.
But I remember my parents would have the news on in the mornings while we were all like getting ready for work and school.
Yeah.
And then I remember them like being frantic. And next thing I remember is I was in the living room watching it happen live on the news. And then I just remember my parents saying, there's not going to be any school today. And then I was like, wow.
Did they cancel school?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they canceled school.
I don't remember that. I mean, I was in LA in a hotel. I think I must have either flown back the day before from somewhere or I was getting ready to fly out. And I came out of the shower. And when I came out of the shower, my TV was on. And when I came out of the shower, I saw the airplane flying into the...
So you saw the second one?
It was a smaller airplane.
Yeah, so because the first one you wouldn't have seen at that moment, so yeah.
But when I saw that, my initial response was, it looked like somebody who was flying like one of these remote control airplanes. It looks like that to me at first. Because I'm thinking, you don't think that it's an actual plane flying into a building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, it was like, oh, this shit just got real.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure school was canceled. But if you think about it, I would see why they would cancel it because we were under attack at that moment.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they didn't want kids to be going to school.
I would think they canceled.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's canceled. But as a kid, because I didn't really know, I mean, I saw it and I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't really, really know. So all I was thinking was, ooh, school's canceled. School. Yeah.
Yeah,
even though I knew something bad was going on. Yeah.
You know, and I see that today, 19 years ago. I can't even believe it was that long because it was so traumatic. It just seems like it happened not too long ago. It's been 19 years.
That's a long time. Yeah, so I was 9.
You know, life is a fickle bitch, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, on a dime, it can change. I mean, just think if you're there. People jumping out of the buildings.
Have you ever seen...
Burned to death?
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie? I think it's called Never Forget.
Oh, no.
You've never seen the 9/11 movie?
No.
With Nicolas
Cage?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I have not.
No, not Nicolas Cage. Somebody.
I have not.
It's actually very good, and it shows you. It's the whole day, but it shows you from the firefighters.
Yeah, it's
life, and I think the ones that went in there, it's like their story. And so you get to see everything, like them running up to it.
The ones that made it died just because of all the stuff that was in the air. A lot of the firefighters had, lung problems, and they died from cancer. A lot of people did.
Some got stuck in there. Yeah, it's awful.
People are amazing during those times. People can be like what you're saying, what's going on with all the rioting and things like that. And you see some bullshit. You can't believe how humanity can be at times. But there was a 73-year-old guy that was during this time when the towers were going down. He was in the elevator. I don't know if he was going to go down or he was going up. He must have been coming down. And I guess he let other people go and said, I'm 73. And I don't know if it was the first responders that were coming up. And he got out of the elevator. He ended up dying. But he gave himself up for that, for the greater good.
Yeah.
You have people like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. I don't think
you wouldn't know unless
True.
you were put in that situation. I think you would.
I don't know. But I watched it this morning and I'm just like, God, we were under attack, and right now we're under attack. We were under attack back then from the Islamic radical group that wanted to take away our life. And now it's like, it's a radical group, doing all this looting and fires and this, that. They want to take away our American life. It blows my mind.
Humanity.
It blows my mind that you want to take away this life. I just have a feeling that those people that are doing that, they're young. Generally, they're young kids. They're doing. When I say young, 18 to 24, probably kind of in your age group, maybe the older group. But I'm thinking, obviously you have not been to a communist country and have seen what that looks like.
Yeah.
And I guess if you've never, like I have, you would think, wow, free shit. And, it sounds like it's a good deal. But all this, I don't know, it's scary. I think we talked about this once before. This is probably the most shocked that I've been about what's going on in our country. It's like,
yeah, you did tell me that.
Beyond belief. Anyway, I wanted to start with that, just to kind of, I don't know, pay tribute to
pay our respects to that.
Have you been in New York and have seen that Freedom Tower and all that kind of stuff?
Mm-mm.
They rebuilt it. It's pretty, when you're standing there in front of that and looking up, it's kind of eerie.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of
happened. All these names on the wall.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'd want to do one day.
Sucky. No, yeah, it's something you should put on your bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
Before, God forbid that the wrong party takes over and we become communist.
We can't do that stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Brutal. But what I really want to talk about today a little bit is, I know we've come up with this idea for Next Level, this program, but I kind of wanted to go back and kind of where it all started with me, because you've actually inspired me as to where we're at today. But when I look back 38 years ago, I, as a personal trainer, my stated goal back then, and I believe that we if you really want to accomplish something, you need to have a stated goal or an objective, wherever that may be. So my stated goal back there as a trainer was to get people in the best shape of their lives and back it up with a money back guarantee. Simple as that. That was the stated goal. And how you inspired me, because, fast forward now and we still have a studio. And, you came into this thing with somebody who didn't really have much. I mean, you knew how to work out a little bit, I guess. You had some experience.
When I first met you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Limited.
I did weightlifting in school.
Well, but I'm saying you were kind of like the average person. So weightlifting.
I was like the average person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you've grown into this industry.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is you've grown into it, and in the way that it's become your life.
Yeah.
Now, it's fun. It's interesting and fun to watch somebody, when I think about that, to get into this in a way where you're actually very good now at in the areas that you need to manipulate in order to help keep people get in the best shape of their lives. You're in that mindset and that mode as to what I was 38 years ago. And where I'm inspired by you is that one day we were having a talk in here. And again, we have our studio here and we have a lot of people, a lot of clients, but you just, you said, I think we can do better. And I want to do better. And you were like really frustrated about that.
Yeah.
And I can see that that's telling me that this is somebody who's really into it, because you don't have to be saying that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It is.
I mean, I think of it because, it is my job. So I'm constantly thinking of it. But I think I got to a point where it started to really bother me, because I see that it's easier than it's being portrayed.
That, and you're that person actually, because 7 years you've been here. Between you and I, we have 47 years of experience.
Yeah.
Between you and I.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've gotten 7 years of experience firsthand. You're living it firsthand. And you are that person who is, I would say, pretty much, and don't take this the wrong way, the average person that goes on a program, because I've watched you, try to get in shape, and you have.
Oh, yeah.
And you've been somewhat successful, but you've also fallen off the wagon.
Yeah. Like I've learned it from the ground up.
Yeah, you've learned it from the ground up, and you've learned it sort of the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of where the average person that comes and sees us, most of them are just like where you have been.
Yeah, most definitely.
And the difference is, and this is what's frustrating about clientele that come in here, is that, you have to go through, you have to be a part of obviously as a client or somebody like yourself who's learning it, you have to go through those tough spots where you do fail.
Yep.
It's certainly not you turn a button or punch a button, and then
you turn the on button on, and all of a sudden you're doing it perfect.
You start finding out that it's a tough road to go on.
It's a trial and error for sure. And
it's just like being a bodybuilder. Who the hell wants to do that? Because there is so much. Take a bodybuilder's life.
Yeah.
Is actually competing all the time, and their whole life is trial and error. Who wants to do that? The average person doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think you're past now being an average person, because what I've seen happen to you now is that you've gone through those trial and errors. You've made the mistakes. You've been totally frustrated. You've done things that have been very extreme, like starving and, doing those kinds of things. And I think that's part of, if you're just somebody who's just trying it and doing it on your own, that's part of that sort of that journey.
Yeah, I think that it actually is what made me better.
I agree.
Just like going through it, because I can relate to people. I can relate to them in ways that I know others can't.
That's hugely important.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
being like a single mom, I have that going for me.
There's a lot of reasons why you might not do this type of thing, because of that, what you're talking about. Yeah.
Life's obstacles.
You're definitely making a sacrifice. In a way, you're making the same kind of sacrifice as someone like myself, who was a bodybuilder. I didn't have to, do anything with my kids or go home and make dinner or nothing. I didn't have to do that. So it's kind of the same that way.
I didn't think of it like that, but yeah.
And anyway, so, I mean, kudos to you, because I tell you what, I've watched the whole thing happen in front of me,
You have.
And to the point where I got frustrated with you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I backed off.
Mm-hmm. Which I think was really good.
Well, and then what you did is you responded in the way.
Just did it by myself.
You did it by yourself.
Yeah.
And I can see somebody now who's developed you are doing a program now that you're figuring out how to base it on your lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So you're having to train according to what your lifestyle is, so you can be your mom, to your kid. You figured this, you're figuring it out. You really are. And the good news is that your body shows it. Your mind and your body now are in a totally different spot.
They are. They really are.
Completely different spot.
Mm-hmm.
And
I never even thought of the mental part when it came to like fitness and getting your body in a certain shape. I was just like, you do the 3 components and it's going to happen, but no.
No. And this is what most people don't really understand.
Yeah.
And I think it's really normal. So even like when people make it, oh my God, overnight sensation, but they don't know how much that those people, whether it be a rock band or it's an easy line.
Yeah, how much work.
How much failing that they did, how frustrating that was. All they see is like, oh my God, look at that beautiful body. Or
because then the failing just messes up your mental state. And then that just is freaking ruins the whole body's tune that it's in.
Yeah, because your body's
crazy.
Impacted by that.
Yeah.
It's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
And see, I think it's even, I wouldn't say worse, but I just remember that when I was competing, it's like sometimes when it's towards the end, I look in the mirror, I think, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at anymore. I don't even know.
You know what? I get there too sometimes.
I don't even know what I
like,
see.
Is it good or is it bad?
What I see, because then on top of that, the lighting. Over here, I look good. Over here, I look like shit. I just walked 10 feet.
No, seriously. Like, I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I have abs. And then I go like drink a glass of water or I eat my lunch and I walk by the mirror again and I'm like, what? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
That's the reason why a lot of us we have somebody that we train with.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that person is objective enough to say, hey, look, this is, they kind of confirm. But if you get somebody who's a yes man, then you're in the same spot. It's weird. That's my point.
It is.
Can you imagine if that's happening to people that are now in the industry? Because you're in this now. Of course, I've been in it forever. Can you imagine how it feels to a person that's an average person that's walking through a door, not knowing if they can even do this?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't really understand it.
Because I was there.
Really understand it from that perspective.
I remember when I walked in these doors and I told you the kind of physique I wanted, and you told me that I had that built and that I could do it. And I was like, no, I can't. I'm just like, I'm always going to have a belly and I'm always going to be curvy. That's just my body type. And you're like, no, it's really not. Like, we could really do this. Yeah. And then, I didn't believe you until I trusted you. I pretty much gave my body to you, told you what, you tell me what to eat, you tell me what to do, and I would follow it. And then you transformed my body. And then as soon as I saw you do the first transformation, then I was like, wow, like your body really, your body really isn't stuck in whatever state that you're in. It's not like, oh, you're born this way. Yeah. You can't possibly have that look.
So it always shocked me a little bit when people came in, and now as a trainer, when people came in, and it opened my eyes. And I think this is what's happened to you now, based on what you just said. It's like when they said, well, I came in here, but I don't know if I can do this. Mm-hmm. It's like, wow. Makes you see it from a different perspective. Yeah. Now you're at a spot, and this leads me into the inspiration now for me that I got from you is next level. The minute you were talking to me about this, but that we can do better.
I think I even said it. I was like, we need to take it to like the next level.
And of course now we're at a spot where we have next level training, which includes the 3 components. So listen, in our business, and it always will be, not in our business, it's our USP here at the studio. It's all based around something that is a foundation. You have to have that. And of course, for us, it's the 3 components. You are now to a spot, and I'm shocked because, it's taken me forever to understand things to the nth degree. And you really do have a pretty damn good grasp about this.
Well, thank you.
You do. And not
it's also because I had you, though.
Well, you've seen it. I
learned all your 40 years.
Every day. And that's, and that's what we're doing now with this next level training. And we break it down to next level nutrition, next level, because we need to get this out now for people. This is something really big now that people need to understand, that we have this, in addition to the studio that we have now this next level training. And again, it can be broken down to, we can take your nutrition to the next level, your cardio, your weight training. It's still based on that foundation that you have to
it's just going that next level,
right?
Which isn't going to get a lot of people. And we even know that it's, we only want to work with the ones that are seriously dedicated. because it is going to take you to the next level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and that we want to promote now, that we want people to know about this program, is that this program is based on, again, 47 years of experience, first hand in the trenches experience.
Yeah.
And we are so confident about the results that we can get with people that I can tell you right now, the people that you've worked with so far, because you've done this now, leading up to this,
I've kind of done my own next level.
Every client that you've worked with in nutrition or that you've had hands-on, think about it. They have gotten results. They have made the progress that they were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened. Okay. And this is the reason why we're now touting this next level training system, call it what you want.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 100% success rate.
Yeah.
Nobody fails. I don't care what your condition, what your goal is, you will not fail. This is a 100% success rate.
Mm-hmm.
And we're even more confident that we're willing to give a double your money back guarantee. No one in this industry will say that.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
But think about this. Why would you say that if you didn't think you could follow through? Now,
no, not even think. Know that you could follow through.
But here's what these people need to know. Okay, and this is what makes it different when you come onto this program. We are not going to tolerate excuses. It's a zero tolerance when it comes to accountability. This is the reason why we have a 100% success rate. Because you're right, what you said. Most people are not going to want to be on this kind of program because most people don't want to make that commitment. And I'm not saying that when you walk in there and come on this program that it's torture. Far from it.
Or that you won't fail.
Right.
Because you will.
No, you will fail, but the end result is that you won't fail.
Yeah.
It's going to be down that road, that normal road where you have your ups and downs, but you're always going to be making progress.
Yeah.
And so no one's going to fail. When you come onto this program, you will fill out a questionnaire, okay? Because we want to make sure that you're seriously committed. If you are not willing to, be in this thing all the way, we don't want you. You will sign a good faith contract. We will sign a good faith contract because we're going to do our part. You need to do your part in order to be on this program. You will be interviewed to be on this program because we're not going to give a double your money back guarantee because we're going to make sure that you get results. And we're going to back that with progress, pictures, and that kind of stuff. It's a whole different ball game, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Highly accountable. It's user-friendly because people find ways to sabotage their programs. So this program is based on the fact that we take all the obstacles away and we make it user-friendly. The thing that's really different about even like the people that are coming into our studio, because they're getting a personal training program, but it's more basic. What we're talking about are advanced techniques, advanced tactics that have been used with world-level athletes to get themselves in a certain condition.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're offering. Much different than a basic type of personal training program. That's why you won't fail. You can't fail. And so I want to give you, credit for that because the light went on, and I'm very excited about now people knowing about this program, and they also should know that they will be working with you
mm-hmm.
because you're highly capable now of doing this, and not many trainers are. And I'm not just saying that. And
well, thank you.
So they should know that the spaces that we have available are going to be very limited.
Yeah.
I would think that, I think we talked about you getting maybe 20 clients.
Yeah.
We want 20 people that are seriously committed, dedicated, call it what you will, to get the results that they've always been dreaming about.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as they do that, as long as they're in, all the way in, it's going to be 100% success rate. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, you're explaining it well. And I mean, I think it's very important to explain that the reason we are being so strict with this is because we also don't want our time wasted. And we want to see people succeed. I mean, the fact that I'm investing so much time into these people and texting them throughout my day and, you know, responding to questions that they have to help them make this a lifestyle, help them teach them the tips and tricks that they need when they're going through something that's just a normal thing that I've went through already 5-6 times. And, you know, that is what it is. It's that I want to work with somebody who's going to be on the same level as me, who's not going to waste my time, who's going to give their 100 and I'm giving my 100. And then at the end, we get to both benefit from that progress. Yeah. You know, they are the ones that get the amazing results. And then I'm the one that gets to see all my hard work with the amazing results that they have. Like, that's something I'm wanting. I want it too. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's why this is going to be strict and it's going to be highly accountable. And I definitely want people to know that they're not gonna do this. And then it's just like, oh, it's easy peasy and I'm not going to have struggles. You are going to have struggles, but that's the best part about it is I'm going to be there for you as long as you're going to come to me, and together we're going to get through that next hoop and the next one and the next one until you learn how to make those decisions by yourself. Yeah,
basically. Yeah. And the thing is, you definitely don't want to make somebody that's totally dependent upon you. You want to teach them.
Exactly.
And yet the person that you're working with, that they just want to come in and you're their paid conscience, if you will. Just get me in the shape. I'll do whatever you tell me. Mm-hmm. That's okay too. But we're also here to teach you to be successful long-term. So you walk away.
Exactly.
And you don't have to keep starting over and be on that stupid roller coaster that 95% of the people are.
I love when my clients tell me that not only did we get them in amazing shape, but they know what we did. They understand what we did. And they can get themselves back to that point. They can maintain a little bit and then they can go back. Like, they start to learn how to do it themselves. And that's what I want. I want them to get that extra knowledge.
Yeah. And the thing about that is, and what some people don't know, is that you don't have to be a gym rat to do that. 3 to 4 hours a week and be very consistent. The secret sauce is in the knowledge that you're providing them. Mm-hmm. And it's basically very efficient. It's taking those 3 components and knowing how to exactly manipulate them. Not a very small percentage of people know how to do that. You know how to do that. We know how to do that. You know, so you don't have to become a gym rat. So don't worry about that. Mm-hmm. Do you have 3 or 4 hours a week that you can commit to getting in the whatever kind of condition that you want to get in? Because, you know, let's just be upfront right now. That's the reason why I've always thought in the very beginning. I always did this when I first started my business and training clientele. I never did one-on-one training. This is much different than what I'm really used to doing one-on-one training. Mm-hmm. Still, 3 to 4 hours a week. If you're that person, we want you. If you're not that person, you need to go somewhere else. That's just the bottom line. And I have to say this. Anyway, that's my. You know, I wanted to bring that up, and I wanted people to know that, you know, you're running this show on the next level one-on-one training. Mm-hmm. And, you know, so I wanted to sort of introduce that because next level training has been born. Yeah. You know, but then I wanted to just finish off with, in my life, since I've been in this industry, I know you're into supplementation. And in my 38 years that I've been in the industry, I've probably eaten more supplements and taken more shit.
Probably.
You know, and that's not unusual. Uh-huh. And, you know, every once in a while, there's something that comes around that gets me fired up. And it hasn't happened very often, to be honest with you, in 38 years. Because as I've mentioned lots of times, most of this stuff that's on the market doesn't live up to its hype.
I remember you teaching me that long ago.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Mm-hmm. But then every once in a while, something comes along and it's legit. You know, when I had strokes, I had 3 strokes 8 years ago, mm-hmm. you know. So I was in a different spot where I had to really rely on not only training, but to supplement, to eat differently, to repair my body.
You needed to hit it in all different avenues.
One of the things that really worked for me, that's a real deal back then, was IV injections. I took IV, had a cocktail of IV, vitamin C, alpha lipoic acid. Mm-hmm. There's a cocktail that some doctors know how to do that. The beauty of that thing was that it got 100% of the injection, the IV, went straight to the cell. And what happens with supplementation is, and this with anything, when you take aspirin or whatever, a good percentage of the supplement gets downgraded because it goes through your gut, and by the time the enzymes breaks it all down, you just get maybe just a small 30% of that supplement is actually working for you.
Yes, I remember you telling me all that. Uh-huh.
And that's the reason why a lot of times you have to really increase your dosages just to get a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But the IV, because it doesn't have to go through the liver, not even the gut, it's right in the bloodstream. It goes right to the cell. There's the key. And 5 weeks ago, I ran across a supplement. Have you ever heard the expression? Because I used to. If we could only just take a pill, a magic pill that we could take that could just get us in shape. Wouldn't that be nice? In other words, eliminate all the work that you have to go through.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you something. I ran across this supplement. And, my antennas are always up, and I go into this thing almost negative. And I ran across this supplement. It's called Age Defense. And it's the most amazing, probably the most amazing supplement that I've taken. The injection, that's a different thing. IV, I'm talking about an actual supplement. This is a supplement. And what it is, it's a supplement that's based on growth factors. And I'm going to keep it layman. The growth factors are nothing more than molecules and chains of protein. Your body is 100% made of protein. Mm-hmm. So this definitely coincides with what you're made of, what we're made of. And these growth factors, basically what they do, because you have growth factors for muscle tissue, for insulin, for bacteria. There's all kinds of these growth factors that address things. Basically what the growth factor does, it bypasses the liver, goes right into the cell, just like that IV injection. Mm-hmm. And again, when you take this supplement, as it goes into the bloodstream, you have receptor sites all over your body. Your receptor sites basically are attaching themselves to these protein molecules. And all this supplement does, not having to go through the gut, that's the key, and the liver, is that you're getting virtually 100% of that supplement in your body. You will feel the difference within hours, and it gets better as you go. And the whole point of this supplement is to rejuvenate, regenerate new tissues. This supplement produces adult stem cells, which are cells that you need in, your body's made of all these cells. A cell in your body is a basic unit of life. And so these growth factors they put your body back into homeostasis. It's an anti-ager, but a legitimate one. Mm-hmm. It keeps homeostasis, for those people that don't know what that means, is basically it takes your body back to balance.
Yeah.
If you have any inflammation, for these growth factors and these receptor sites, they kill it. And it's the most amazing thing. And I'm excited about it. Mm-hmm. And I think it's one of those.
I can feel your excitement.
Oh man. And I almost to the point where I don't trust how well I feel. Mm-hmm. I'm that skeptical. It's like I'm wondering when the shoe's going to fall off. But and it's natural. There's no additives to this. I can't even believe that I ran across something like this. I just can't believe that. And here's what this product does. It makes everything that you do better. The supplementation, we're not saying that this would be the only thing that you should take. You should take, because I know the supplement line that you're on, First Form. I know that it's a good supplement. I know because of the ingredients that you talked about.
I remember bringing it to you.
Yeah, mm-hmm. And I think that they're legit as far as that goes. Mm-hmm. So we're not saying that this supplement that I'm talking about, that you need to discount and not take any other supplement. all it's going to do, this product, it's going to make whatever you're taking with diet, with supplementation, it's going to make it better. It amplifies that because all your receptor sites are being rejuvenated. They're making you young again.
Yeah.
So
they're like receiving the other supplements that you're taking, your multivitamins.
That's right.
Your green juice with all the nutrients. It's just taking it in a lot more.
And it kind of fits the name of our program. It takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
It's legit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as you can see, I had some shit to talk about today. Is there anything that you would like to, because we can wrap this thing up. That's the main thing is, look, if you're really interested, if you're really seriously dedicated about getting yourself into the best shape of your life or whatever condition you want to get in, and we're willing to offer you this crazy ass guarantee. We wouldn't do that if we didn't think we could get you in that kind of shape. If you're really that person that wants to do that, you need to reach out. You need to, on my Instagram, or what's your Instagram so they can reach out to you?
It's _Cara Leanne.
Okay.
Plus we're tagged on these things.
Okay.
Yep.
I urge those people. It'll change your life forever.
Yeah.
It changed mine. And, like I said, I had these strokes where I needed just a little more. My recovery is 99.8 or 9. It's right there. But I still had a little bit more. And I kid you not, because I only do one thing at a time when I'm testing stuff. I took this product and I have made now the last breakthrough that's going to complete my recovery. And I've never felt this good. And it's crazy. But if you're that person that's serious about getting a certain condition, or even
getting healthy,
just
getting healthy in
just
general,
feeling the best that you can feel.
So my mom had this lady over at her house yesterday, and they were just talking about, some stuff. But then she was telling my mom how she just felt really crappy.
Yeah.
And she was talking to her doctor about it, and she was about to go on all these pills. And my mom was like, you need to talk to my daughter. And so she brought me in there, and she was telling me all the things. And I looked at her and I was like, I have been through all of that, and I have overcome all of it in a healthy way without a doctor prescribing all these drugs to me, even though they wanted to. And I let her leave the house with every solution that she could have to her problem. And that's what we really do want to encourage everybody to do here, is just to reach out, because whatever they want, fitness wise, health wise, goal wise, we can help them. And we have all the tools.
And here's the thing. I used to tell people that when they came into my office, and still do, if nothing else, come in and do a consultation. Yeah. If nothing else, come in and just ask questions.
We can just tell you.
You'll get great information just for the consultation.
Oh yeah. She texted me after that and she was like, you inspire me and I cannot wait to work with you. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet.
And our society is built on, we want things fast.
Yeah.
And relatively speaking, 3 to 4 hours a week to get the kind of result you're going to get is going to be fast, really fast. Not to mention what it's going to do for mind and body. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I think that's it. We have all the tools down to, the exercises, the nutrition side of things, the supplement side of things. We are hitting it in every different avenue possible to get you to be the best and the healthiest. I
don't care if you've got a health condition. This product they treat people for metabolic syndrome. For those that don't know what that is, it's people that have high blood sugar, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, excess fat around the waist, which kills you. Because that's when you have excess fat around your belly. That's dangerous, really dangerous fat. This pill addresses that. You combine that with 3 to 4 hours a week, golden, baby.
Yeah.
You can't lose. Anyway, balls in your court, people. Until next time, huh?
Yeah, until next time.
All right. We out.
We out.